is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Off the play fake on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Duke. Runs through a tackle. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Rides the back on the option to give. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. When you're sitting inside the top 25 halfway through the season, the goal is clear. Win out. Hope you get a little bit of help because this party only has a dozen spots.
And it starts with winning out and taking care of business. And that starts today, right? Like every single game has to matter. It has to count. You got to look at yourself and say, how do we continue to grow, get better? And then, Jesse, let the dominoes fall where they fall.
That's it. And this is a top 25 team right now that I think has really good leadership inside the locker room. And these guys are really dedicated and focused on making sure this team worries about the opponent today. The rest of college football is going to take care of itself. This whole picture could look entirely different by the time this day is done, but you got to handle your business and get this win.
From the gun on 3rd down. Got him downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Did he call bank on that one? Off the left upright and good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
To the air on second down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Stanford to the line on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's caught inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. They just keep firing. Pressure coming. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Cardinal! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here he comes out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. It's Duke. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Duke.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Got his man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He leaves it with his back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Now facing a third and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. It's complete to the left. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
At the 47-yard line. First down for the offense.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats.
Stanford 7, Washington 3.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quarterback keeper. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Tackle is made near the 48-yard line. Brings up second down.
Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And he finally... Right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Hoffman. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Huskies will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Duke. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Gives it on the option. Got a little space. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He caught him. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. And now on 2nd down for this offense. To the air, it's Hoffman. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Working on the right. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on, is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent, so that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
Rushes on him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gonna look downfield again. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
They punted away on 4th down. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Receiver comes in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Henson. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Hoffman. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Duke. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Henson.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to throw, it's Hoffman. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He fires a bullet to the right. Pulls it in. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Lets it fly deep downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And that's a big missed opportunity there. And sometimes it's just those small things. It's getting your feet set so you can throw the ball with good accuracy. A lot of times guys are open and you just rush it, you hurry it. This quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit, take the time, and hit that open guy.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Potts. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Splits the uprights. Good. And the 3 ball gives us a tie. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth.
Breaks into the open on the left. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. catch in the middle. It's Stevens. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on touchdown, Stanford! They take the lead with the 6.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Western Michigan is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by 10 to the Red Hawks of Miami. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Cardinal. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Back to throw, it's Hoffman. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Quickly complete. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Huskies moving quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Oh, he's got some space. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Using the quick game. He's loose. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Washington.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. Caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stevens. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. The offense changing the play. Second down, he'll throw it. He turns that loose down the right side. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. What a costly turnover there. They had a chance to almost put this thing away.
Yeah, they had a chance at the knockout blow, right? Down in this area of the field, at minimum, you've got to come away with the field goal, but you cannot turn it over. Poor job with ball security, and all of a sudden now they've given their opponent an opportunity to come and steal this game.
Wants to throw. It's Hoffman. He's got him. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Oh, he makes the catch. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll try to pop the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
It's complete to the right. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Potts. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Stanford! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Kent State is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Josh Cribbs should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Cincinnati. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Pulls it in. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Washington right back to the line.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to pass. It's Hoffman. The screen, and watch out. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Austin Bowen working that wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Potts. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they take it in for 6 more points. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Hoffman. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game. Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still